Hello and welcome to DIY by Z. Today I am going to change the transmission fluid on this Tacoma 2021 Sports Edition. Before I perform this task, I want to make sure I can locate the fill plug, which is that one right there. It takes 24mm socket right there, and then the drain plug is that one right there, and then the check level plug is that one right there. Before I drain the transmission fluid, I wanted to make sure that this fill plug right here can be loosened up. I would recommend to use gloves because this heat shield over here is very sharp. I was able to loosen up the fill plug. Now I'm ready to drain this transmission fluid. Gonna have to clean the surface first. And using 14mm to loosen up the drain plug. I'm using a 5mm hex to remove this check plug. Now that I was able to remove it, I'm gonna put it back loosely, hand tight, because later, once the transmission heat up at the appropriate temperature, I am going to remove this and then drain the excess fluid that comes out over here. I replaced the drain plug flush washer. Now I'm ready to install. I'm gonna be using this genuine Toyota automatic transmission, world standard. I'm gonna be filling it up with about 3.5 quarts of this fluid in the transmission. Also, I'm gonna be using this manual pressure fill pump container. I'm gonna fill it with transmission fluid to fill that transmission. I've already attached the fill adapter here, and the next thing I'm gonna do is attach my quick disconnect here, and then pump the container. Now this is attached. The fluid now is flowing to the transmission. I already removed the adapter, so now I'm gonna return this plug here. We tighten it up. Now I'm gonna be using this bidirectional scan tool to monitor the temperature of the transmission fluid. I'm gonna plug this one in to the data link connector. Now start the car. And then I'm gonna go here on this border here, press that button, auto search. And while waiting on this to boot up, I cycle this gear shifter in each gear, and each gear I keep the gear for 10 seconds on each gear to cycle the new transmission fluid. And now I'm here in this menu. I'm gonna do the transmission control module. I'm gonna select the live data. And then I'm gonna go to the automatic transmission oil temperature number 1 and number 2, and then select OK. And then it's already 106. One is 106, one is 110. The range is 95 to 115. So now I'm gonna go down there and open up the overflow valve until it just drips, and close the valve. I'm gonna start draining opening up the plug, the overflow plug right here. Tightening it up. If you don't have a bidirectional onboard diagnostic tool, you can have one of these infrared thermometer, and then just point it at the bottom of the oil pan, and it will give you the transmission temperature. I drain it over about a little more than half a quart.